Okay, under the table we have a custom built computer I made years ago. It's got a microphone plugged into the front so I can do recordings if I need to. Connected to a touch screen and an even bigger screen, not touch that one. Behringer mixer, DDM 4000, MIDI controller and a mixer. It's even got a built-in sampler section that I sometimes use, but you can't get the samples out of it into the hardware, you have to record it separately. Another computer, Dell Inspiron 2350. Now I've got these two computers connected using loop RPT MIDI and MIDI aux to set up a MIDI network. And they respond, I've got those set up to respond to the start and stop button on the mixer. And it responds to tempo changes from the tempo dial. Let's get up to 150 BPM, there we go. 150 BPM over here, cool. There's another screen back there for this computer on the left. And over here, got a bunch of hardware slaved off the Inspiron computer. Got the Behringer 4-input mixer there, audio interface, UMC 404 HD. Got a reloop keypad, don't buy one of these, terrible piece of plastic crap. Behringer TD3. Oh, an old Roland SH101, and I've got the two connected together for the CV and gate inputs. Roland R8 drum machine in the background there. DX21, and down the front we have a Kawai K4 keyboard and some old rubbish over here, and the Alesis MMT8, some guitar pedals. Oh, Tascam 4-track mixer. I might turn that into a sub-mixer for the drum machine actually. And a fun little device I've got access to here. The Boss D200 digital delay. Turns into a nice glitch machine when you mess all the dials live. I've got many sequencers such as Cakewalk, Ableton, Bitwig, Samplitude, Magic Music Maker, Caustic 3. Here I've got Bitwig on one computer and Ableton on the other. No, to get Ableton doesn't respond to external stuff and have the link enabled at the same time, so I had to come up with the MIDI aux solution of sending commands to virtual MIDI cables and using the virtual MIDI cables to synchronize everything. Works a treat. Bitwig on the other hand seems to respond to external controllers even with the link enabled, so I can press play on the reloop keypad and as you can see Bitwig is playing, can't hear it though. And over here you can see Ableton's playing at the same time. It's all well and good. But if I want to use the mixer to control tempo, I have to switch to the external sync button, at which point that breaks the link. So then I get creative with MIDI aux. Let's do another video on that in a second. Yeah, one of the things I've been able to do with getting the computer set up as a MIDI network is to slave Ableton to the mixer. So I've got Ableton on the left and the right. Got the MIDI aux software up and running, and I can make it respond to the start-stop buttons. that's on the left, that's on the right, so pretty much in time. And if I get the hold of the tempo knob here, you can see the tempo in Ableton going up and up and up, and you can probably hear it as well. Fun stuff. Pretty stable. Ableton link's all well and good, but I couldn't get the Ableton link to respond to an external unit afterwards. Bitwig seems to have solved that problem. I can get Bitwig to respond to the keypad, even though they're linked. So I'm going to be experimenting with both of those a bit further anyway. One of the things I've done as well is create my own software for creating custom MIDI control panels. I can make panels of XY pads, faders and buttons. I'll just knock one up quickly here. Let's do 8 XY pads. I can use this to control the graphics software over here, or VST instruments. I can use it to control the other computer if I wanted to. So we get these pads. You can even add new tabs to the layout. Let's have a load of faders. Let's have 32 of those. So pads do that, and you can see the graphics as I move my finger. Or you can use sliders. Ooh, trippy. Let's add some buttons. I just want 4 buttons. And you can quickly reprogram which things they're controlling. You can clear the settings of them. So let's pick a button, clear the axis, clear that one, clear that one, clear that one. And to reassign, you just pick from the list of controllers here. I can't remember which number I want. Let's insert. I can alias all the descriptions on these as well, so let's add an alias. Use the graphics parameters file. Buttons, 4 of them. Right, so you can see the names of the controllers here have changed to just represent what's in the graphics software. Let's get rid of those settings again. Right, so on that one I want to use the mirror function, that one fill, that one puts outlines, that one switches on the X-ray mode. Graphics have gone a bit mad. Let's reload the graphics. Okay, so go back to our tab of buttons. The mirror option will mirror the graphics from top to bottom, side to side. If I turn off the fill and outlines, we should just get lines on the graphics. Yeah. And I've got X-ray mode on, so all the colours bleed through each other. All these layouts can be saved, and you can create tabs and load layouts into them, so you could actually set up a layout for each synthesizer you have, store them as separate files and load them all onto separate tabs on this console. Everything can be colour coded. You can change the background colours. Boom. And that changes the colour of the tab button. So you can, if you've got colour coding in your sequences, you can then match them up to this as well. Quite handy for me. Okay, to demonstrate my sort of MIDI console software playing with VST plugins, I've got just a 909 kit going on, and I'll put a Glitch Machines plugin to map some parameters to these pads here. Okay.